time. Don't be held back again. You need to resist your own limits. This fire is burning. You need to embrace all that you are. Stare fear in the face to reach for the stars. Been waiting for this moment, so let it begin. You're unbreakable. Feeling powerful. Nothing's getting in the way. You're unbreakable. You're invincible. Be unbreakable again. Unbreakable. Unbreakable.
You had the strength to take another step. Could you do it?
Make your name. Let go of yesterday. If dreams can exist in a world like this, don't abandon them. You need to embrace all that you are. Stare fear in the face to reach for the stars. Been waiting for this moment, so let it begin. You're unbreakable. Feeling powerful. Nothing's getting in the way. You're unbreakable. You're invincible. Be unbreakable again. You need to embrace all that you are. Stare fear in the face to reach for the stars.
Hail and greetings and happy Friday. And what is going on with me? What the hell? Let me fix something here. I don't understand this. Okay. I think I'm okay now. There, I'm touching bottom. Hello, Rocco. Rock the bear. Yeah, my green screen was riding up my butt some. Sorry. I fixed it. Hooray! I got Loki out today. We're trying to progress more through the MSQ so he can go get his job quest and get Wanderer's Minuet, which is something he needs. I miss not having it on him compared to Elquin. So we've got something special today. I know what I'm going to do first. We're going to go kick Ascian butt. Tried to do it a bit ago, but hit a frog and hit a bunch of other stuff. I'm going to clear out all the other things around there before I step in that circle. Standing on top of a Lalafell's head. Alright. Yes, I can fly now. Hooray! I'm so happy. I know that's a silly thing, but man, when you can't fly, it's like... No! No, I don't want to do the fate I'm passing through. There's this damn Ascian. He is over here, so we're just going to politely kill everything. I don't need anything extra flying around. Oh. You're all going to die. I'm clearing the area out, man. What the hell do you do in here? That's what's got me in trouble. It's this damn thing. Yeah, I'm gonna die again because of this thing is here. That's the problem. He's too big for me to handle. He's a C. If he wasn't there, I wouldn't be having these problems. That's who I pulled before, so let's just go on back. If I see a mender there, I'll hit it up first. Yeah, well, Loki, I mean, Chucky, you know, healing me now is nice and fine and stuff, but it's just, no. I know there's a mender around here, I think. Yes, right here. Alright, let's go back to that area and see what I could do to keep myself away from that thing. Oh, just repair all of it. Thank you. Alright, let's just go over the top. I can no longer fly. I can't fly higher. I know. You actually make it through our ARR and get to that fight? Yeah. Now, where in the hell is this? Yeah, this is not good. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna park my ass right here. I'm gonna call out the big guns. It's the only way I'm gonna get this done, because that A rank mob is in my way. We're gonna get Elquin out here to kick his ass. Come on, let's go. Yeah, I have Loki over on Cactar right now because getting into a dungeon is ridiculously long times over on Cuckoo Land. I don't know why. So I brought him over to Cactar so he has more chances to, you know, get into dungeons and gets this stuff done. Okay, we're not going to waste any time. We're going to port directly out there. Bullshit. Bullshit, I say. I'm sorry, I'm at the FC house and it's covered in trees. Alright. Hi! You know I follow you. Okay. Where am I going? We got to go kick this thing's ass. And then afterwards, I've got a interview with Kiera Virelle. I said it. Oh, I said the last name right. Yay! Who is the owner of Neon Neko. Neko. I want to say Neko, but it's Neko, I think. Where am I going? Over here. I think. Yeah, over here. Get rid of this big old friggin' mob. Hey, bullshit. Where is it? There you are, you bastard. You killed me twice. Or you killed Loki twice. Alright, get rid of this. And you. And now you, bastard. Bleh! Nah. Fuh! Alright, I'm gonna stay right here. I'm gonna stay right here. I gotta tell my FC member. Alright, let's go back to Loki. As soon as I kick this Asian's ass. Alright, that might take me into a long cutscene. Tell you what. I am going to start the interview up, I think. No, don't need that. I need this. I'm gonna hop back to Loki real fast, and then I'll start the interview up. We pre-recorded this yesterday. I did some. Nope, cancel. What? I got a cat meowing at me. For what the sake? What do you want, Casper? What do you want? I don't have anything here for you. What is your problem? Most of the time they're upset at me because I'm not out in the living room in the recliner as their bed. They want to take a nap. They want to take a nap on me. Which I do appreciate because that shows that they love me, but still. So I'm going to start the interview up. So this is the interview that I did with Kiera Virelle yesterday at her club, Neon Neko. Sit back and enjoy. I'm going to be killing some sounds at my end, so all you can do is pay attention to that. I'll see you in a bit. I'm here with Kiera. How do you say your last name, Kiera? I'm sorry.
Virelle.
Virelle. At her club, Neon Neko? Did I say that right?
Neon Neko.
Yeah, I did say it right. Which is located on Dynamis Goblin in the Goblet, Ward 26, Plot 30. And you are open on Saturday nights from when?
10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Eastern.
So there you go. And they have lots of fun and games to partake in when you're here. So let's take a tour of your place here behind us. I like the little bridge and all the trees that you go through. Big dance
We like our
area.
trees here.
big dance area for fire drills.
Yeah, yeah, those have been happening. Those are a thing now. We're super excited. We have the Gamba area over here for outside as well, so we kind of try to keep everybody close so they can all feel like they're a part of it.
I think I was here one night when Spawn was dealing, and anyway, ended up over there on a fire drill. That was fun. So I was here during a fire drill, and those who don't know what a fire drill is, a large house has the capability of holding up to 100 people. And then when that is hit, nobody is allowed to go in. It's full. It can't go in. So a fire drill is called in. The party moves outside, since there's no limit on how many people can be on a plot. So it's kind of cool. So yeah, if you go to a venue and everybody's outside, it's more than likely a fire drill. The capacity had been met, and in order to make sure everybody has a chance to be at the club, they go outside. It's nice. I think it's very pretty out here.
Thank you. Yeah, it took us a while to get it to where we wanted, but we were like, well, we're supposed to be a bunch of cats, even though I'm a bun. I'm the odd one.
You're a cat at heart.
Yeah, they remind me of that all the time.
How do you get up there? Or do it? Oh, well, no.
Oh yeah, so normally I just kind of like pop over here, go in the corner, and then jump right on top.
You're better at it than me. Oh my god, I made it. I suck at jumping. This is nice. This is nice. Whee! Let's go take a look inside.
All right.
I know, I'm in walk speed.
Oh, you're fine. I readjusted. I always hit my button.
Hang on a second. I can't see what I'm doing. I got all my stuff down. Alright. Got a guest book. I noticed one of the things about the club, you have a lot of the neon tubes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they're expensive.
They really are, yeah. I think in total for here I spent about 180 mil for everything.
Wow. Well, I have retainers to go. I have 3 retainers that should be able to bring these back, and they are far and few in between. I don't know why they're so hard to bring back. They're worse than minions.
Yeah, I went a little overboard. I got very lucky at one point, and somebody was posting them for like, oh my gosh, like 50K a pop, and I just bought a ton of them.
Yeah, at that price, buy them all. Even if you don't have room.
Yeah.
I mean, you could always turn around and sell them, later or something, but yeah, you have a lot of neon in here. Oh, where was the kitty at? Was it? You had a kitty somewhere up here on something. Was it over here? Or maybe you changed.
A kitty. I don't remember.
You had a fat cat sticking through somewhere.
Oh,
Fat
could
cat
have
couch
been
or something.
It could have been like when they were doing one of the designs. Because we recently kind of redid a lot of things.
Yeah. I think it was over here at the bar area. It had a fat cat in between the bottle racks back there. I thought that was kind of cool. Gave it more cat things. Need to go stick some more through the walls.
Yeah. Yeah, we sometimes my designer will do little funny things, and we'll just add something randomly, and if somebody notices it, then, or if enough people notice it, then it's time to switch it up and do something else silly somewhere.
Now, is this the DJ area up this way?
Yes. Yeah, we used to have stairs. We took them down because nobody used them.
Well, you can get up here with an easy jump. Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah, this is one of the new DJ booths that came out
Oh my
recently.
God. That is so cool. I haven't seen that, but that fits.
Yeah,
It's so
it's
nice.
really cool.
Being able to use something like this, it's one solid piece, you can kind of reduce your item count in the
Oh yeah,
place.
it saved us 25 item slots.
Well, yeah. That's a lot of people don't understand how much items it takes to create different things. Like the majority of the DJ booths, there was a lot of items in that. But this is cool. This works.
Yeah, I think this is the what is this one?
It's from supposed to be the same one that's up in Solution 9.
Yeah. This one I actually like it too because like on this side over here where I'm at, you can actually see like the buttons and like a little turntable. It's very, very well put together.
Yeah, it looks just like a setup.
If there wasn't a sign that they're very much aware of the venue scene, I don't know what is.
So, how long have you been in Final Fantasy?
Oh gosh, about 10 or 11 months now. Almost a year. I'm coming up on a year.
Wow, you've done a lot during that time then. I mean, you've got a club and and you said you DJ too?
Yeah, so I started originally as a DJ, um, and DJ'd for a little bit. Really enjoyed it, had a lot of fun with it, and then I had the idea to open up my own nightclub, and Neko kind of started getting into that mix. We very I like a lot of like EDM music, a lot of like ravey type stuff, just stuff that kind of gets you excited and pumped and ready to go. So Neon Neko was supposed to be kind of like that rave vibe, that kind of hole in the wall place where everybody just comes and hangs out and has fun and be themselves and just nerd out.
I think it's great. I think it's absolutely great. I don't know. I think I've heard you DJ before. I think you've DJ'd at Shadow Song, right?
So I
No?
didn't DJ at Shadow Song. I played at several places before Shadow Song. Pulse was actually my very
Pulse.
first venue. hmm I worked at Pulse for a while. I was a hyper. It was my very first little venue job was just to hit my macro, and that was fun because I was very nervous for that one. Um, and then I kind of just branched out and I had my controller. Um, and I remember Diz and I kind of just hanging out and talking, and I was like, yeah, like I've been playing music for a little bit, so that's, getting to learn that and stuff's been exciting. And then I sent him a sample, and then after that, he was like, you should DJ. And I was like, what? I should do what? You should stream and DJ. So, like, kind of picked that up, started that. Um, had a lot of fun with it. A lot of fun. But, I wanted to run this place and was kind of like, I'm just going to put DJing on the back burner for a bit and get this place up and going. And then, I don't know, 6 months later, I haven't gotten back into the DJ scene quite yet. My staff is very much pushing for that. It'll happen eventually. But right now it's just been kind of more, I don't know, I guess through DJing I kind of found like a little hidden talent that I love doing and a side hobby, and that's working with the community and creating a space for other DJs to come play and get that foot through the door, because we have a lot of new DJs that come play for us, and that's always a nice feeling too, because it gives them, a nice platform to just come spin and have fun and get their foot through that door so they can have a place, because there's a lot of DJs, so sometimes getting a venue to play at can be kind of challenging.
And that's what kind of drew you to Final Fantasy, was the ability that you could DJ?
Yeah, I played World of Warcraft for 20 years. Started when
Wow.
I was 14. I'm 34 now. Yeah. So I started playing WoW, and then throughout the years, I was interested in Final Fantasy, but playing two MMOs at the time was just kind of like couldn't do it. So
Yep, I'm the same way.
eventually time happens and I was like, well, I love World of Warcraft, but I've been in it for so long. I need a change of pace. And a friend of mine was like, hey, Final Fantasy, they have a venue scene. And, they do a lot. They have a lot of community things going on. There's a lot of like really cool people. And I kind of looked into it. And that's how I ended up on Pulse's doorstep one day. I found their party finder. She showed me how to look for party finders. We found one. We both ended up there and just kind of went with it.
It's cool. That's very cool. I think I've played WoW. I'm the same way. I'm an old EverQuest player. EverQuest and EverQuest 2 player for you don't want to know how many years. Long time, okay? That's where I met my husband, is through EverQuest. Anyway, I played WoW
Aw.
for 1 year. Unfortunately I got my son into WoW, and well, he does play Final Fantasy. He's on Cactar server when he does come in, but he's been busy playing other games. But I'm the same way. I can't focus on more than one game at a time, because when I get into it, I get into it.
Yup.
All the help sites and all the quests and the whole 9 yards. I think the community and the venue scene is better than WoW. I don't know how it's going to
Yeah.
be now since they've
Yeah.
got houses, but we may have some competition there as far as venues. If people can turn houses into venues over there. I know a lot of DJs. Some DJs have been. Yams is one who's done cross game streams where he had a character in each world and he had it like split screened or whatever, which that was interesting, and that was before they had houses. So yeah,
Oh, yeah. I've seen him do that with Guild Wars.
oh, he did with Guild Wars too. Wow.
Yeah, his New Year's event. Actually, Neon Neko was part of it. We got to run raffle, which was really cool. But Yams did his New Year's Eve party, and he was DJing not only for Final Fantasy but also in Guild Wars 2. So it was really cool to watch two different types of communities kind of like come together to enjoy like one DJ. So
Yeah.
it was really cool.
Yeah, that's friggin' amazing. So, you haven't been in game for that long. How many expansions have you experienced? As far as content wise, starting from the bottom and going up, or did you just jump to the top?
Oh gosh. No, no, no. I like story. I'm very much an RP person. I don't roleplay because I'm horrible at it, but I love the stories and I definitely love a good story. I'll never turn down. I'm very much a bookworm IRL too. So for me, I'm not gonna lie, I no-lifed the crap out of the storyline. I picked it up and I just hit every expansion. I'm finally caught up in Dawn Trail. I'm still working on the pre-patch quests right now. But I did
good.
go from the beginning and just worked my way all the way through and got to Dawn Trail. It's been a lot of fun, a lot of fun. My favorite expansion being Shadowbringers. I love the music for the dungeons. I don't know what it is, but the music for Shadowbringers just really, really stuck with me through a lot of it. And then Dawn Trail has been a little bit on the compared to the other stories, Dawn Trail is probably a little bit more underwhelming because it's like you come from Endwalker and there's just like this massive story, and there's so many heroic moments. I won't mention any because I don't want to do spoilers, but there's a lot of good like heroic moments and a lot of parts of the story that really stick with you. And then Dawn Trail kind of felt like a little bit of like that sleeper X-Pack, like kind of we're just here, we're just vibing, we're just chilling.
Yeah, because we hit the high highs, and I don't know about you, but I bawled my friggin' eyes out.
Yup.
And
There were
why?
several parts where I was
Oh
just like,
my
why?
God. Yeah, you're sitting there bawling your head off, and your husband goes by and go, "You okay? Yeah, it's just a story of a."
Yeah. And then you're like, I should have known it's Square Enix. Okay, I should have known. I
No,
knew
and
this was coming.
yeah, they do a lot of that. Hell, I get choked up at when Yoshi P does his in-game message to you, and you get to visit him and stuff. Oh my God. There's been a couple of them that just had me crying with him, because I thought, wow, here's the guy that runs the place, and he's taken the time to do this in-game content just for the players to see, and wow, a lot of other places don't do that. A lot of other games
Yeah,
don't
a
do
lot
that.
of love and effort
Yes,
that you can definitely feel that come towards the game.
but we at the end of End Markers, we had this real high, and the combination of the ending of everything up to that point, and then we're starting kind of all over. I
Yeah.
think that's the
Yeah,
way
it kind
Dawn,
of feels
you
like
kinda
we're
go,
building up
boom,
again.
yeah, you go all the way back to the bottom and having to just kind of, it's like ARR all over again, because you're building through ARR.
Yeah, that roller coaster effect.
But you have a good take on all the X packs because you've kind of been through them quite recently.
Yeah, yeah.
So you have a better look on it. While I've been here for like a long time. I don't remember. I forgot when I came in. Was it Storm Heaven's Word, I think, had just released, and they were going into post patches when I started, I believe. And so a lot of that's like, wow, way in my past, and I don't quite remember it. I have created another tune, Loki, who's starting it from scratch, and I'm going to go through the whole storyline so I can remember what it was like back then, because I do not remember half of it. But I do know they changed RRR some. It doesn't seem like it's going any faster, but it's still compelling storyline no matter what. I know a lot of people go, "Oh, it's the slug through, and if you get through that, everything else is better." But we'll see. I'm in the post stuff now, but so you would say the one you liked the best was Stormblood, you said?
Shadowbringers.
Shadowbringers. Okay, yeah, Stormblood.
Yep.
A lot of people don't like because you go from one end of the world to the other and then back, and when you start getting involved in the Gugani storyline, they drag you off to the other side of the world to deal with that stuff. And oh yeah, I quit during Stormblood. No, yeah, Stormblood, because I was burnt gear grinding in order to continue the MSQ, which is just what I wanted to focus on. I had to go, grind these Omega duties in order to possibly get gear items for gear to buy to upgrade the gear items. So it was just too much for me. I said, "That's it. I'm done. Goodbye." And I was gone for quite a while. God, when did I come back? Maybe about a year or so ago, maybe 2. So I was gone for a while, but yeah, there's that.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I was fortunate enough, I guess, that like by the time I've hit a lot of these expansions, there hasn't really been like too many requirements. So that's been really nice to just kind of sit back and have a little bit of a single player experience while getting to the MMO experience, which is very nice. I do like how your character feels very much a part of the story, and you get to really experience like a lot of the different stories behind everything. So that's nice. I haven't started on a lot of the side quests yet.
Yeah.
There's so much to do.
If you kind of focus on just the blue ones, it's not so bad. There is going to be some other side quests that you probably want to tap eventually. But if you just focus on main MSQ and the blue quest, that'll get you by for a while. And then you can go back and figure out what else you want to add. Doing those, that's still a lot. You know, the blue quests will drag you off. The side blue quests will drag you off sometimes. You know, and you're going, wow, when is this going to end? But
Yeah, there's a lot.
is that what you hooked you? How did you feel when you first came into game? Did the storyline hook you at the start?
So for ARR, it was yes and no. I liked the story a lot. There was a lot of running around though, a lot of running
Yeah, running
around.
around. Yes.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth. And then I think the downside that I experienced was as a new player. There's a lot of things that I felt like could be explained to a new player just a little bit better. But for the most part, it was really nice. But there's just so much to do that I think that it can feel a little bit overwhelming because when you first get in, you're hit with all these new jobs. And, you know, if you're coming from more of like a traditional fantasy based MMO like I did, you know, WoW, you know, trying to figure out what class does what and what classes, you know, how, and then, oh, but like, you know, for instance, in WoW, if you play a paladin, you have, you know, 3 different specs with, you know, 3 different tastes that you want to do, you know, tank, healer, DPS, and then figuring out that if I come into Final Fantasy, it's like, okay, well, if I play a white mage, I'm just a healer. Like, there is no DPS mercy main over here. I'm just a healer. I have to heal. So that was very interesting, but also very fun too for me because it's easier in a lot of ways to just focus on that one job that you want to do and play and kind of hit the ground running and experience like the overall of what that class can achieve. You know, I think a lot of people will say that classes have like an easy entrance, but they have like a high skill ceiling. So it's definitely fun to experience that in a lot of ways too.
At least you didn't have to experience back when I started where if you wanted to be a bard, you also had to go learn Lancer up to a certain point and Marauder up to a certain point, and I forgot what else up to a certain point because you were getting different abilities from them.
Oh my
Before
gosh,
yeah,
no.
now it's like, okay, Archer to Bard, no big deal. I like that. That's a whole lot better
Yeah,
than
no, that's
Archer. Oh, by the way, you got to become a Lancer till 30. You got to become a Marauder till 30, and you get these traits from them. No, they just, yeah, that was a big.
yeah.
That's one of the things they changed. So, you know, what are some of your favorite things to do while you're in game? Do you, besides the
Oh,
MSQ?
let's see. So for me, it's been a little bit of everything. I think being so new to everything, I'm very much in that honeymoon phase where, you know, everything's super fun. I still haven't gotten to do deep dungeons yet. So I'm still very excited to do those. But so far, I would say the content in it for me has been the most fun. I love crafting and I love gathering because that's just the natural loot goblin in me. Um, but I love I really do love doing content, especially when it's with a group of like the Neon Neko people, because we all get together and I very much find very unique ways to die in said content. And then I get memed on for the night. So like that's pretty fun because they're all laughing at my expense, but it's great because it's like you know, there's a couple of mechanics that I've done where like you have to aim yourself and like you'll get knocked up into the air and onto another platform and I will just completely miss the mark and you'll just see Kiera like fly over the platform and away from everybody off of the platform. And then I just kind of turn into a meme and I'm just like, well, this is my life now, but it's okay. We got this.
I die a lot too, and it's like, you know, ridiculous things sometimes, like backing my butt right off the platform. It's like, wee.
Yep. I've
Oops.
strafed off of it, trying
Yep.
to avoid like a boss mechanic, and you just hold the E button down just a little too long, and then you're like, oh,
Oops.
the platform runs out. That's great to know. Thanks, guys.
So, do you have a favorite job that you go to? I mean, like me, I gravitate to bard. Anything with a bow, that's what I do. Even though I've got a lot of the other jobs up to 100, I just don't play them. What's your go-to job?
Oh gosh. See, when I played WoW, I'm what you would have called a altaholic. I played a prot warrior for about 15 years, and before that, I played a hunter for about 5 years. But prot warrior and anything tank was definitely my go-to. So when I came to Final Fantasy, I wanted to do something a little bit different. Um, and I told myself that I was going to DPS for the first time, and I would love to sit here and be like, oh yeah, Monk. Monk is my favorite, which right now, Monk, it is my favorite. I love Monk. But my friends would tell you that today it's Monk and tomorrow it's Warrior. And then maybe the next day it's going to be, my White Mage. And then maybe the day after that, it's probably going to be my Sage. So I kind of bounce around. There's just so many classes in this game or jobs in this game that I'm learning, and they just are all so interesting that right now it has been hard to like really hone in on that one character. But so far for me, it's definitely been Monk. Monk is just, I don't know, there's just charging in and getting to punch things and then the moves that they do. So I'm like, man, I'm like breakdancing over here and I'm punching things and like this is great. Like I vibe with this.
So, how many jobs do you have now? You said monk and white mage and
Yeah, so I have unlocked all of my jobs.
all of them? Wow.
Minus, yeah, I've unlocked everything except for Pictomancer and Blue Mage. Those are the only two that I haven't made it to yet. But everything else, they're all like 30 plus. Most of them are, I'm still leveling or working on because I'll kind of just flip flop around here or there. But I have two 100s. I have a Sage and I have a Dancer. And then I have like 3 or 4 right now that are in like that 90 plus range. And I just kind of flip flop, I guess. Running the venue and doing a lot of like community events and collabs, I sadly don't get a lot of time to level. But when I do finally get the chance to hop on and start leveling and pushing for content, it kind of just seems like which one's flavor of the day right now. But Monk has kept my interest for the past like 2 weeks, which is saying a lot for me.
Well, it looks like you might be gravitating towards monk. I think a lot of people they have a favorite, but then they love these other jobs too, and they will run through them like Mel or Taco. Taco tends to like his tank, but he gravitates to some of the other jobs, and Mel. He's a healer, but he likes to go to tank when he can. So, I don't know, it kind of all works out. Everybody's got their favorites, sort of. It's good to have choices, let's put it that way. And in Final Fantasy, you always have something to choose from. Which job you're doing that day or whatever activity you want. Which is cool, I think. That's one of the reasons why Final Fantasy is an attractive game. I think. So
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. I was just gonna say, I think that out of a lot of the MMOs that I've played, Final Fantasy definitely has that. It has that ability to allow you to really try a lot of different things. Like you can claim something as a main, but it's just as easy to play like all the other jobs too. And it's very, very friendly in that regard. I've played a lot of games where just, you only really want 1 or 2 like quote unquote mains or a main and then, a main alt just because they're so hard to like grind up and get up there. But like, I don't know, I feel like Final Fantasy is really like, look, we know you guys are going to want to hop around. We have so many classes for you to play. So instead of picking just one and only playing that, you can just have all of them.
I think that's great though, because usually I think you and I are both used to having alts to do stuff. I had mainly my alts were on EverQuest were to be crafters, because you could only be one one class, and one crafter class on each one. And it's one thing that drew me to this is that I could do everything on one tune. I love it. No more alts. No more alts. We were talking about your DJ booth here a second ago and the club in general. Did you decorate this place or did you have somebody do it?
Oh no. So I cannot do housing decorating to save my life. I am not talented in that regard yet. I've tried and it doesn't look too good. So for me, I kind of came up with the design idea, knew how I wanted the layout, the color scheme, and then one of my staff members, also my bestie, they, Shino, decided that they would be so kind as to help me in my struggles and literally spent hours helping me with this design and redoing things for me. And I put Porcino through their paces. We'll just say it that way. Because one minute it was like, yeah, no, I like this, but can we try this? Or can we try that? And they were like, yeah, okay. So like we spent probably about, oh my gosh, 2.5, 3 weeks just we had our base layout and then it kind of just kept going from there. We would come in one day and be like, we don't like stairs. They don't even use stairs. It's taking up a slot. Take it away. So then we would do that. And then we would be like, oh, well, we need a second Gamba area because, we get a lot of people who enjoy playing blackjack and, we like to feed that here apparently. So, we were like, well, let's do another Gamba area. So then we did another Gamba area. And so things just kind of like, we had our bases and then we just kind of kept tweaking it and like getting it to kind of fit. At one point when we first had this build, where our DJ stage is right now, this used to be the VIP area and the DJ stage was over there in the VIP area. But we decided that we would switch it around because it opened up the floor plan more and it allowed for better camera angles, especially for our DJs who want to capture the venue as they're streaming. And then also we lowered our VIP center so like people can just kind of hang out and still feel like they're a part of everybody, but being, in the VIP at the same time.
Is that the VIP area over there?
Yeah. So this area right over here, you can see our little VIP Manny. And then right up here, we've got like all of our little spots over here for people to hang out and just come chill. We kind of did a half open, half closed design. I kind of had this idea one day and I was like, well, what if people want to be seen while they're up here, right? Because they're VIP, they're special. So they want people to see them. But at the same time, if people want to enjoy some space and some time over there kind of hidden and tucked away, they can do that too. So I figured it kind of offered best of both worlds for everybody.
Yeah, if I was VIP, I'd be up here dancing. So one thing I liked about Shadow Song's old design is, I'm a cat, so I'm up high.
Yep.
Gotta get a perch up high.
We always line up along this wall. I'm like, well, I'm glad everybody, bought VIP just so we can all stand on the wall and hang out.
Oh, but it's nice that way. Let me go this way so I can turn the camera so you're more in the front. There we go. But yeah, I like this area. This is cool. I just don't get my butt over to your club in time a lot of times.
Yeah, we kind of start off, we do our pre-parties and then we come in here. Pre-parties here are kind of designed for like the newer DJs, just because they're new, and we figure that with pre-parties it allows some time for them to get their feet in, get their toes wet, so to speak. But at the same time, our pre-parties are normally they can range anywhere between like 30 to 40 people.
They start at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard or Eastern Standard Time, right?
8:30. Yes,
8:30?
we run from 8:30 Eastern until 10.
And then the main venue opens up.
Yes. Yep. And then the main venue opens up at 10. So we have the pre-party from 8:30. to 10 p.m. That gives the new DJ about an hour and a half to play music and kind of vibe and hang out with everybody. And it gives them, kind of a larger but smaller crowd, I guess, to like spend for, if that makes sense. So like they don't have to feel nervous or anything. So we offer main slots to them too, but a lot of the times the newer DJs really like that pre-party slot. So we just kind of saved our little pre-parties for them so they can still come and have fun and play the music and get a feel for what it's like in the Final Fantasy nightlife.
Yeah, I do like your VIP area. I like the fact that, yes, you could be up here and hide away if you wanted to, or be seen.
Thank you.
I like
And of course you got your wall, so you can do cat things.
you do cat things like stand up on the wall and dance, which I'd probably be. I'd be a wall dancer, definitely.
Yeah, everybody always sees me up here selling my raffle tickets. I always do the raffle button job. Although these days more so here, I'm just kind of walking around and talking to people and making sure everybody's having fun. And we do bingo here now, so we have that up and coming. So we definitely have me doing some bingo time when one of mine aren't here for it. But yeah, I'm always up here screeching at everybody. It's great.
I think you guys changed your layout since I was here, because I think the DJ area was over here and the VIP was over there when I came last time. I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So part of the idea behind it was, before, when we had the VIP over there, it kind of took up a lot of room. And because of that, it enclosed the venue just a little too much and made it feel a lot smaller. And for our DJs, it made it kind of hard for them to get good angles on the crowd. So that way they could show it off on their streams. So we ended up moving the DJ booth over there, and then we brought the VIP here, which I think kind of flows better with the overall layout. And then we also don't have any more like awkward gaps. We had like a few areas where it was just like this weird empty spaced gap that we couldn't really do much with. And because of that, it drove me insane, because I don't like oddly unused spaces like that. So we came up with this area, and that kind of was kind of just like where we were at with it.
You are a very creative person. I was looking at some of the stuff. You do cards, you do things for other venues, you do Discord setups. Why don't you tell me a little bit more about each of those? I mean, how did you get started with doing cards and venue organization and Discord layouts and stuff?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So coming into the scene, kind of running Neko, she's kind of a money hog. And yeah, anybody who says they go to make a venue because they want to make a profit, no, it doesn't happen. She is a money hog, especially because we do our DRTs and we do other things too. So it was kind of like, well, gotta have a cash cow somewhere. So for a little while, in my IRL time, I had been doing like Udemy classes, and I had been doing like a bunch of like side projects to learn how to code. And I discovered one time that I wanted to try to make a card for my character, and I just, oddly enough, I know that there's like the templates and stuff like that you can do for it, but I was like, well, I just kind of wonder how I would like making one from scratch. So I started with that, and I started kind of deep diving into CSS and, Java and stuff like that. And it just kind of opened up a weird side hobby for me, which is weird because I feel like with Final Fantasy, like I've kind of experienced like these little hobbies of mine that I love to do, community events and, DJing and, streaming. And then now it's been, with my cards and my designs and stuff. So I got into that, and, I really kind of just took off with it. I just fell in love with being able to code and, just sit back, relax, listen to music, and just kind of zone out in my own little world for a while. And then through all of that, just kind of creating something that people enjoy. Like, having people get really excited to see the designs come to life that they talk about and describe and stuff. And then to see how excited they are and, the compliments that they may get, like, during venue hours or even after venue hours on their cards or websites. Like, it's really nice. And it's great to feel like, I can do that and I can contribute that to the community. So that was a really cool feeling. And that kind of got me really into that. And then I followed it up with, just also being able to make Gil for Neon Neko and just kind of help support her and her mighty big DRT adventures. So that's kind of where it all started. And now it's kind of even gone into like IRL and stuff like that, to where I like to do web design on the side and stuff. So it's been very cool. It's been very interesting, and I I would say that it has been a very positive thing for me to incorporate into my lifestyle. Um, Now, when I break the website and I can't get it to work, that's a completely different beast. Then there's some frustrations, but for the most part, when technology is teching, it is great.
And when it's not,
Yeah, when it's not, you just want to throw your shoe at your computer, and you're just like,
so if the person's not on Discord and doesn't have access to the links that are on you, how would they find you to enlist your services?
So for me, I do a lot of auctions. A lot of my comms are done through, word of mouth. I do get a lot of commissions from people who have suggested me. But I also post in the Final Fantasy venue Discord channel too. You can always kind of, when I'm open for comms and stuff like that, I always go through and post through there as well.
But you have
But
a
yeah,
website,
for the most
right?
part. Yes. I do
What-
have a website as well.
And that website is
So it is kieravirelle.com.
just one whole word. I will put that in the description when this finally posts, which will probably be Friday, but we'll see. But I will put that link and the other one that I see attached to you in case somebody's looking for some web design or card design. I think what you do is amazing. I've messed around with card stuff, so I have an understanding of it, and you got to really plan out what you're going to do, because sometimes there's no backtracking on some of that stuff. I found out. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
you got to do this before you do this? Okay, and I can't do that now because I didn't do that.
Yep. It's a lot. It's a lot to pick up and start. And there were a couple of times where people would have these requests, and I would just be like, "Oh man, I don't know if I'm cut out for this. This is a lot." But then once you kind of do it, and then you see it all come together, and you just see how it just like flows, and you get to like see it get used. Like, I think that's the most exciting part for me, is like when people get to have like this something that they can be proud of to showcase like their art. Or I even had a commission come through for somebody who's going to a con in February, and they're like, "Hey, I want you to make me a card for the con that I'm going to kind of describe my outfit and my character and my persona." And I thought that was really cool. Like, I'd never had one of those before, so like I'm super excited to be doing their card commission for them.
Wow.
Just so they can even do that, and that's like, wow, like that's an IRL thing I get to do, and I get to see like their cosplay and like all this like really cool stuff. So like, it's weird because it's like a gateway to like meet other people, and you get to see like different sides of them, and you get to learn about them, and it's just such a natural way to strike up great conversation, that you may not have had otherwise with somebody.
It's amazing. That is so cool. I did a card for a friend of mine that to show off their housing things, and wow, it's like, okay, let's just, because I figured out I wanted to do something and I couldn't do it. I had to scrap the whole thing and start over to set these things in a certain position. And it was like, wow, this is, it takes some talent to do these things. And you know, the first time I met you was at Shadow Song. How long have you been going to Shadow Song?
Oh gosh. So Shadow Song was the second venue that I had ever been to outside of Pulse. And I think it's because they're such close venues, you know, that one night, I think I had just got done DJing and everybody was like, yeah, you know, we're going to go to Shadow Song. And I was like, huh? Shadow Song? So like we go to Shadow Song and I get to meet, you know, Taki, and I get to meet several other people. And like just from there, it just kind of, you know, happened. And I have been going to Shadow Song for about, oh gosh, about same time I've been playing. So yeah, about 10, 11 months. And
Wow.
then I've been working there. You guys had done a theme, and I remember coming in and I seen a bunch of people dressed up and like old person glams, and they were all like talking as like old people. And I thought it was just great. I loved it. I loved it so much. I actually went to Taki and I was like, your staff is so in character that like I'm gonna give you like a 10 mil tip, and I want you to give it to all of the staff, but don't tell them who it's from, just give it to them. And I did that like 2 or 3 times, and I was like, all right, I'm kind of a creeper at this point, so like can we just like add me to the staff? So I applied to run raffle and bartending, and of course we know how that turned out. I just run raffle because I love running raffle. But you know, Taki was kind enough to talk to me one day and got me hired in, and I've just been there ever since. You know, and I've grown to really appreciate a lot of the people there, because between Pulse and Shadow Song, like the different personalities and everything, you know, really kind of helped me break out of like that social anxiety shell, and it helped me with Neon Neko a lot too. You know, I'm very outgoing, very, you know, bubbly personality most days, except for when I don't have caffeine, but you know, that's different, like hide in my cave kind of day. But you know, I'm always really excited. I'm always like really hyped around people and very bubbly and outspoken and goofy. And I think that like a lot of that was just because of how Pulse and Shadow Song were, you know, just very welcoming and, you know, very loving group of people. So it was very easy for me to feel comfortable to come out of my shell and experience all of that, you know. And the fact that it came over to Neon Neko and helped build Neon Neko up, like it's been great. It's been amazing. I've really loved working at both places.
And voice chat in Shadow Song is absolutely crazy.
Yeah. You hear some things and you're just like, oh, okay, I'm not that socially you know, outgoing, but power to you, my friend, for being there. Like that is definitely a choice, that you are choicing it right now, and that's great for you. I love that. So
I just sit and
that's
listen
kind
a
of
lot
where
of
it goes.
times. Most of the time I do. I just sit and listen and only pipe in once in a while when I have something really good to say. And then I get real quiet again.
It's kind of sometimes the way to be, though. It's just like I joy because I'm like, look, I know I'm going to be staying up way past my bedtime, and I'm going to regret this every Saturday morning, like always. But you guys are going to help me be here, so just carry on.
So are you considered a night person or a day person? I know you have a little one, so you're kind of forced to do a day
Oh,
routine too.
yeah,
if you
I'm
had a
forced
choice-
to be a daytime. Oh, nighttime every time. I am such a nighttime person. I am very much the night owl. I have met so many people in my life who can wake up in the morning, and as soon as their feet hit the ground, they are just nonstop. They're just yada 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 yada, and I'm like, nope, that's
Nope.
not me.
Yeah.
Nope. You got to give me a few. You got to let me have my coffee. I need caffeine. I
Yeah.
need something in my system. Like, don't look at me. Don't breathe in my direction. Don't ask me any questions, for the love of Pete. Just don't do that. Um, and that is me in the mornings. Like, I will not lie about it. Nighttime for sure. I'm very much a night owl. I love to be, awake and functioning at nighttime. I'm up during the day because I need to be.
Yeah.
Um, but if I could, I would definitely always just be like that nighttime personality. It's just, I don't know. It's just oddly enough, it feels like that's where people are sometimes the most alive is at nighttime. So like it's very interesting and fun to always experience that.
Yeah, I totally agree. I'm a night person too, and I'm very much the same way in the morning. It's like I can't function without a cup of coffee. Give me at least an hour and a cup of coffee, and then we can deal
Yep.
with shit.
Yep. And if you ask
Otherwise,
me a question, I'm giving you a look.
other than that, it's like Emmett Silk doing his little wave in the hand. It's like that's all I'd give you is a wave in the hand because I'm not talking or anything else.
Yep.
So, what type of person? What type of person do you think you are? Do you think you are a person that likes to finish lists, or complete things, collections, achievements, that sort of thing in game? What sort of person would you say you are in game? Do you have to finish those hunt logs out, or do you compelled to finish a collection, or
Um, yeah, I'm an overachieving achievement hunter. Okay, I can't help it. It's in my blood. Like I have to do all the things. At some point I need to do all of the things all of the time. I love to kind of just be like, "Oh yeah, I did that. I've already done that." Or I'm doing that. So it's very for me it's very exciting to set goals and like achieve them, whether it be getting that hard mount that like never drops for anybody, or glam pieces or minions. I'm kind of addicted to minions. I go to the market board all the time, and then I also look up minions. Like I have 232 of them and I'm still going. So that's like a very big thing for me. And then mounts recently, I've gotten into like doing mount farms with people. I don't have a lot of mounts. I only have 26 right now.
oh, we
But
gotta we
that's
gotta
been
get you
kind
some
of
more. You got all the horses?
yeah.
You got
I do. I do. I'm
okay.
missing just Nightmare though, so I'm still working on that one.
Oh yeah.
Um, but we're setting up like different mounts, because that's one of the things that I do love about Final Fantasy is I love their detail in their mounts.
Oh yeah.
I love it so much, and I've seen so many cool mounts that like sometimes I think the Neon Neko squad tries to like torment me to do more content by showing me all of these cool mounts. Like they'll
Look
just
at
sit
this.
outside and rotate through them. Yeah, yeah, and I'll be like, oh, where did that come from? Oh, well, you have to do this, this, and this. Well, why aren't we doing that? Well,
Let's go do it.
yeah. So then like I get really excited, or I see like some really cool glams. I really love the in-game outfit so much, so like I am super excited. And the recent patch that they did, like where you can really mix and match like your armor sets, like I think that's
Oh God,
amazing.
that is a game changer. I know
It really
it's
is. Like, you want to be a battle mage, go for it. You can look like you're a mage wearing plate armor, and I think that's absolutely freaking amazing.
there's a lot of the jobs I started a lot of the jobs I started to do and get up to a certain levels because I wanted to wear the glams for that. Like Dancer. Dancer has some amazing glams. Uh, and even though Bard and Dancer do share a lot of gear, some of the items that I really wanted was Dancer only. And now I can wear anything. We can all wear anything. It's so great. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Because I'm a
Yeah,
glam
no,
hog too. Poor
yeah,
glam
well, there's
chest.
so many pretty pieces in the game. Like, there's just so many, and like the detail to these like armor sets and pieces are just. I have seen like one of my favorite websites to look at is the
Eorzea
oh gosh,
collection?
yes, with all the different glams and stuff. I
Yeah.
love seeing what people come up with. Like, they are so creative and like just mesmerizing, and I I adore that for people. I think that is a great creative outlet that people do on this game, and I think that like being able to see all of that and experience all of that is super cool. So like for me, I was like, you know, what if I want to play my white mage one day, but I kind of want it to look like a paladin, you know? So like that was like a really cool step in that direction too. So like them doing the patch that they did recently
Yeah.
to help that, I was like, that's gonna be such a great avenue for so many people.
There's some outfits I have to go hunt back down because it was like, well, you know, I'll never get this job up to that high a level to wear just that item, so goodbye. Grand Company seals, you know, that's where all my extra stuff goes to. And then there's a lot of stuff I have that, you know, I need to start incorporating with my other pieces to make new. That's one thing I like to do is try to create new looking glams using all sorts of different things, as long as they work together. And now I need to expand more because I have that ability, and I just haven't explored that yet because that's a whole new exploration now that we can, you know, mix and match stuff so well in the glams. Have you done any yet?
I have two. I have two. I have the one that I have on, and then, well, no, I've done three. I have the one that I have on, and then I have, let's see, I have this one here that I like to wear a lot. This is kind of like
Oh.
my little clubby fit that I do.
I like that. Oh, and your boots are cool
And
too.
yeah, these are just the rebel boots. I was very excited for like how cute they looked with the outfit. And then I dyed like the tattoo pink, so that was like super cool. And then of course, you know, us in the Final Fantasy community, we really love our anime. So one of my favorite animes has always been Inuyasha. So I did like a Kikyo set.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
her
But
hair's
that's
not really attached to it yet.
but I like it. That is cool. Now, what job is those come from, by the way? Is that
Oh, so the headpiece, the bow is like the dancer's headpiece. And then top is the top is just from the market board. It's the Shishu Bujin, and then the boots are like to match that set, and then the pants are from the online store. Those are the peacock attire that's on
yeah?
there.
But that's I like the combination you got going here. That is great. Absolutely great. I wish they'd make more room in
Yeah.
our glam chest though.
Well, they're gonna really have to now with that patch update.
I
because
know.
So
It's
many
like
people.
we're gonna be able to add more. So hey, tell me, if you could make your own intro music, what would it be? If you had your own
Oh
intro
my gosh.
music.
Probably You're Going Down by Sick Puppies. That gets me going for like content, for like PvP. It's very like rock focused, heavy metal focused. So like I'm very much that type of girly. So yeah, I would say that would probably be me, you know, in hopes that like I'm gonna go fight the boss and it's actually gonna go down and I'm not just playing like fake hype music here. But that would definitely probably be an intro song for me.
Do you have any favorite colors?
Yeah, so my favorite color is red and pink. Pink and
Red.
reds are
Pink's
definitely
red?
always my go-tos. Yeah.
Yeah, I try to gravitate towards well, reds and purples, I guess, and black. I don't know. But red looks good on you. Looks very good on you.
Thank you. Yeah, the neon Neko kind of gives away my pink vibes.
So do you got any other glams that you really like to use? Or just those two?
Probably just these two for now. I need to do a lot more hunting in the glam department, sadly. So for me, it's very limited. on the glam department. But now that we've actually been farming out content and doing stuff, it's definitely been fun going around and collecting a lot more pieces for everything.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to go out glam hunting, you know. Sometimes it's a little tedious waiting for that one thing to kind of finally show up, but when it does, it's like, yeah, got it, I'm done.
Yeah, and it's great because it's like that achievement feeling, right? Like, you know, right now I'm working on getting the noir set. So I've been unlocking those raids to get those going
Oh,
and stuff.
with the
Yeah,
variant
so
dungeon.
yeah, well, I have like a small group. We kind of just queue in and do it, and then I'm on the third one right now, and then I'm gonna have to farm them to get my piece because, you know, of course, I couldn't get them all to drop. I think I got the pants to drop so far, so I'm kind of waiting for the rest of the set so I can have that set done, and then kind of backtracking, and you know, that's kind of where like the Eorzea collection site comes in because like
Mm-hmm.
I can see a lot of different pieces and like
Mm-hmm.
learn where to go grab those. So that's been helping a lot.
Did you finish that variant dungeon? Did you get your mount from there?
No, we're still working on it.
He's cute.
We're supposed to get it done. Yeah, that's what they were telling me. So, I think this next weekend we're supposed to definitely get together and finish that out. Right now, we were unlocking the current raids. So I was doing like the lightweight cruiser and, you know, the medium and then the heavies, and then I unlocked Savage for those. So like, yeah, they've been putting Kiera through the paces.
Have you done any Savage content? Not
Oh
necessarily
no,
current. No. Okay.
nope.
Just get it open like I do. I have it open, but I haven't gone.
It's unlocked, but you know, I'm still staring at it like, guys, there's so many other things we could do right now. It's fine.
You know, one of my FC members, Mel, keeps bugging me about doing Savage content. He would love to drag me off to the Savage content, but it's like, no, I can't do this. I used to do Extreme because I wanted the what was it? Not the horses. It was the wolves, the camis. There was a couple of them I really wanted, and I did one or two extremes to the point where, you know, I memorized all the tactics completely, which is good. Which is the hardest thing when you're doing content, is memorizing what you need to do and where you need to go before it happens. It's like, oh, they're gonna do this now. But Savage, not so much. Do you have a favorite mount that you've got right now?
Um, that I have right now. Let's see. It would probably be
Let's go outside so you can show me.
uh,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's. Yeah, we'll go outside and you can show. Can't do mounts inside. I still love the club. It is sleek. It is clean. It's just amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, we really love her. She's definitely a lot of love from, you know, all of our staff. I say it until I'm blue in the face, and I know my staff is so tired of hearing it, but Neon Neko really would not be Neon Neko without them. Like they are definitely the heart of the venue. They're amazing to work with, and you know, most of them I've had since like Neon Neko opened, and they've just always been here, and you know, making friends with them and getting to see them every day, and that has been a lot of fun.
A lot of people don't realize that running a venue is not an easy thing. It takes people, and those people have to be willing to show up every week to help you. And the cost that you put out to run that club, it, like you said before, if people think that they can run a venue just to make money, they're sadly mistaken, because it costs money to run the venue. Period. You got to pay your staff, you got to pay your DJs, you got your prizes that you're dealing with, the whole 9 yards. It's not a cheap thing to do. And yeah, I totally agree. It's the people who help you run that club who make it what it is.
Yeah. No, I couldn't have, I definitely couldn't have any near what I do without them. they've been amazing. They've been helpful and loving, and they make everything a lot more fun.
Yeah. So, what was the mount? Let's see what your favorite one is.
Let's see. It would probably have to be this guy right here. I think he's just so cute.
Oh God. Yeah, what's he called? I forgot.
The Yan mount.
And he comes out of one of the variant dungeons, I believe, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Or was it the deep dungeon? No, it was variant dungeon.
But he's just so adorable. Like the
He's
overly
cute.
large head and the big
And the
eyes.
big
like I
eyes.
just can't.
He's cute. He's really cute. Let me bring up my stuff. Oop. No, I don't want that one. I want this one. Because I can't see. Now, of course, when you get done with that one variant dungeon, this is what you end up with. Little Silky. He's so cute. I love the nose and the eyes. And then when you're flying, the tail is what holds us up. It goes straight up, and so you're kind of, at an angle with him. But he's so cute.
Oh, he's so cute though.
I know. And you can get this one as a minion, too. Otherwise, this is my go-to mount just because I worked very hard to get him. I love him. He's purple.
Oh, that's definitely pretty. Yeah, I love all the wolves are so pretty.
Cameos. So, do you have a favorite minion? That's a hard one.
That is that's hard. That is very hard. Let's see. I definitely have one. So I have a ferret. IRL.
Oh, he's cute.
And this guy here.
You got a ferret in real life, too? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. His name's Perry, after Perry the platypus.
Uh-huh.
This guy here is definitely my favorite. I love how cute he is.
He climbs up
that
your
he'll
back,
sit on,
your shoulder. Yep.
and he just kind of reminds me of a ferret. So like I always have this little guy with me.
I know he's they call him something else, but he looks like a ferret. I've always thought he was a little white ferret.
Yeah. I think the little is it the weasel or oh well, the white wittret. And it is this young male weasel, so definitely a weasel. But yeah, it just reminds me of a ferret, so I call him a ferret.
Lately, this one has been my favorite just because he's just so comical. He stands on his little ball and runs when you're moving around. And then when you're sitting idle, you'd have to watch him because he'll do something here in a minute. When you're sitting there idle, he's just sort of hanging out on the top of the ball. He'll decide to dance on his own around. He'll stand there and wait. I don't know what he's got with that ball. He's in love with that damn ball. I'm waiting to see if he does what he's supposed to do. It probably will show up different for you than me. There, he falls off the damn ball. He hops back on. I don't know why, but I find it extremely amusing when he's running on his little ball. He's cute. So I usually have him out. Sometimes I got some different ones. So,
He's definitely a cutie though.
do you have a favorite place in game? A place you like to go and, for the view, for the vibe?
I know this might sound like a big shocker, but Solution 9. I love all the neon lights, and it's very futuristic, and it reminds me of Cyberpunk 2077. So I am in love with Solution 9.
They need to allow us to have apartments there.
Yes, or just
Yeah.
like open up some kind of housing there. Like it has that total like Japanese nightlife to it, and it's so amazing.
I don't even think they'd have to have houses. I think if they just opened up apartments there, people would go nuts for having an apartment there. At least that's what I think, you know. Especially if they were laid out like some of the apartments we've seen during the MSQ. I think they would go crazy. I know a couple people that would get an apartment there in a heartbeat. I know at least 3. I would say you would be 4. I like Ilmeg. I don't know why, but if I do anything and I need a good background, I will always end up going to Ilmeg, as long as it's nice there. Sometimes it's not. So, last question. Do you have any hidden talents that we didn't talk about? Something that you don't mind disclosing?
So it's funny because originally, I was like, yeah, I'm double jointed. There you go. And then one of my friends was like, you forgot that you play violin. And I was like, yeah, I love the violin.
Oh my goodness.
It's one of my favorite instruments, and it has been something that I have, done for years. And I do like to rewrite music, and I like to incorporate that into the electric violin too. So like, there's definitely, that would be.
You play an electric violin? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Those are
So
so cool.
it's one of my side hobbies. It's very relaxing. Very. I've always found the violin to be such a beautiful instrument, and I don't know. I love playing it. It's a very emotional instrument to play too. I cry like a baby sometimes when I play it, but
Oh,
I
wow.
love playing it.
Sounds like you're really good at it too. So have you dipped your toe into performance on the Bard stuff yet? I believe violin is I'm not sure if violin is one or not. Let me double check before I say anything. Performance.
Yeah, I haven't done any of the performance. I like to watch a lot of the Bard
Well,
performances though.
They got fiddle.
Yeah,
They got a-
this kind
Oh
of
no,
close.
they have a violin. They do. They have a violin. They have a fiddle and a viola. Viola? Viola.
Oh, the viola?
Yeah. But the icon for it is a violin, and the fiddle violin is a harp. They do have a violin, and a viola. What is a viola? I don't recognize the name. What the heck is a viola? Let me go look that up. Doesn't ring it. I can't picture anything. Viola. A. Well, they're showing it as a between a cello and a violin. Okay.
Yeah,
But they
I
have
think
that
it's like bigger than a violin but smaller than a cello.
so it'd probably be more bassy notes, I guess. But there is violin.
Yeah, they're very they're very lower in sound, very bass-like for the viola.
So you might want to check, I don't know. Would you ever think about dabbling in that?
Yeah, I would definitely add it to my list of things. I love barding, so I could definitely see myself doing some instruments in game.
I know I'm a bard, but I have not barded. I just have not. I know that's something I need to tap in on. It's one of those major things that I just have not done yet, though I should. Because I am a bard and I should probably play music, but I haven't. Well, is there anything that I didn't ask you today that you want to talk about?
No, to be honest, I think your questions were very they hit on a lot of different key points, and they kind of covered like a little bit of everything, so nothing was like, really left out.
Oh, good. Well, I am going to end the interview here, and I want to thank you for your time and for seeing me and showing off the club and answering all these lovely questions.
Yeah, well, thank you so much, and thank you for offering to do the interview and showing off Neon Neko and letting me, brag about my staff and how amazing the community is as a whole. It's been wonderful, and it's been such a great experience.
All right, well, thank you, and I will be talking to you again real soon. You want to say goodbye to everybody?
Yes, goodbye everybody, and thank you for watching and listening to us gab about a little bit of everything.
So there we are. Hi, guys. We're back. Thank you all for being here and watching that interview. It was fun doing. I met that I saw him in the channel. I don't know if he's still here or not, but he was my very first in-game interview about his club that he used to have. And then, let's see, my second was with Lance Subtle about him DJing and stuff. And this is my third interview. Keep trying to talk Talkie into doing an interview with me about Shadow Song, but he's a hard guy to nail down. Da-dum bump. Anyway. Yes, it's Grahatia on the screen. And we're going to find out. The running reason I'm looking forward to doing the whole Crystal Palace line is because I do not remember how much of a fanboy Grahatia is. Because when we see him later, apparently he was a big fanboy, and I don't remember that. So, yeah, we're going to try to remember this. This is why I'm doing the ARR on another character, is to relive everything. I know I could go back and do new game or whatever, but yeah, I'd rather do it this way. Okay, so what am I doing here? I am not going to read all this out. I will give you a synopsis, okay? Basically, before we see him here, I'm out gathering ether sand to polish crystals. And I was after the last two, and apparently I didn't know it was him, but I heard his voice, and he got there before me, but was willing to tell me of another place to get a different ether sand, which I did. Long story short, he gave me some, and then he finally shows up and tells me that was him, talking to me. Thank you too. I'm happy that you liked all that. You're a great person to talk to also. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for doing that. I still got more stuff to do for you. I know. I'll be bugging you with some more questions. I'm going to be doing a music video for her, and it seems like we're going to focus on Neon Neko. Anyway, we'll get there. The way I'm going, I'll probably have it by next week, maybe. We'll see. The hard part is filming, but I'll probably be hanging out at your club this Saturday a long time with the camera running. You'll see. It'll be good. It'll be good. Three cheers for Noah. Who in the hell's Noah? I guess he's around here. Well, who is Noah? Wait a second. I don't know who Noah is. There's Wedge. There's Sid. Wedge, and Briggs is here. So I don't know who's Noah. Who in the hell's Noah? Noah? Wait, see, even Sid doesn't know. What the hell? I don't feel so bad now since he doesn't even know what's going on. Okay, who's Noah? Come on. That is the name I have chosen for our little collective. What? Sons of Saint Conch. Can we? Okay, given our different background. Okay, well, what does Noah stand for, Graha? NOAA stands for Nominated Observers of Artifact Historical. Okay. Nominated Observers of Artifacts Historical. And so it does, technically, but my true reason for choosing this name stems from the fact that it is shared by Vaulted Allegan Archmagnus. Oh, somebody's named Noah? An Archmagnus. I like the sound of that. Well, of course you would. Sounds important. Well, everybody's happy with the name, I guess. As long as nobody tries to build a boat and shove two animals of each type on it, we're good, you know. We don't need to build any boats out here in Silvertier. All right, now what are we doing? So we're going to go try the crystals that Sid was so busy polishing into claw-looking things. Let's see how far we can get. Oh, now I get to talk to Graha. Okay, the secrets of the ancient place. Okay. Oh, him and I will join the engineers at the Crystal Tower's main gateway. All right, I will join you. Okay, so this guy here is going to remain here. All right, let's go. All right, well, let's just go. Where's Chucky? Okay, where am I going? That way. So we're going to use the south gate. And I'm so happy I can fly now. And this is the one advantage you have when you are higher level than the MSQ. Basically, nothing bothers you. But I don't like the look of these guys. You're going down, Bucky. There we go. Oh, and you go back on free stance, by the way. I'm sorry. Here, have some Regation greens. I know you're hungry. So now we're going to stand around at the destination and wait. Now, I'm pretty sure Loki isn't going to have the biggest crutch like Elquin had on Graha. But we'll see. You know, because I don't know which way Loki swings yet. Thank you. Thank you so much for the follow. Okay, let me do this real fast. Because, you know, I try to... Madeline, I forgot. I didn't get you. There we go. I always follow people who follow me. This way we could just follow each other around in a circle. That'd be fun. Alright, the crystal hour lies behind this portal. Okay, now what? Alright, Sid's gonna lead us because he's been past this portal, I guess. I don't think this whole quest line has any voiceovers whatsoever. Might. Hey, Spawn! Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you finally made it. It means you still have power. Energy rating from these statues is palpable. They use that a lot. They use that a lot. Everything is palpable. Okay, that's what we did all the crystals for, because these things are elemental defenses. So, ooh, nasty. Power for now, but you'll see what happens in the next few hours. Well, either way, buddy, I got you covered. All right, time to try the crystals. Here, allow me to demonstrate. Go right ahead, Sid. If something's going to blow up, you know. Briggs is going to be all upset. Chief, it's too dangerous. I know he's going to say. Dangerous to allow anyone else to risk his life testing one? Quite right. I made the damn things. It's my job to see that they work. Well, Sid, I'm so glad you're stepping up to the plate, because I wouldn't be doing it. Oh my God. All right. Go for it. You've got this thing, and let's hope you don't blow up. And where are you going to put the damn thing? Wow. You just touched the barrier with it. Well, Sid, you blew the crap out of that, didn't you? So it does work. Ready your fangs? Oh, well, yeah, they're in the shape of a fang. I don't know why he polished them into the shape of a fang, but it worked. Yeah, we're really causing a mess in here. Look at all the rubble. Just blowing the crap out of things. It's gonna play hell if we ever have to reset these defenses. Come on, go up against it. Are you sending me up there? All right, looks like I get the last one. Go for it. Go on, Loki. Go. Extra little spark there at the end. Well, we blew all that to smithereens. Now what? So much for the outer defenses. His blood fairly sings with anticipation. Speaking of blood, I have a proposal for the next stage of the expedition. Okay. I suggest we wait here while I get a group together to go into the tower. It's okay. I mean, Taki's just taking a long lunch. What's wrong without us? Oh, he's getting upset because he can't. Sid wants me to go ahead with a group, and Graha's going, wait a minute. No, I want to be a part of this. Why? We did, and we will, but our investigation must proceed at a much more measured pace. Graha just wants to go plowing ahead. If the outside of the palace is this well defended, you can imagine what awaits us on the inside. Only a true hero could reasonably hope to brave the hazards ahead and live to tell the tale. Sid, you just kind of put Graha down, telling him he's not much of a hero. Oh, I fit the description better than anyone you know? That's still putting Graha down. I mean, come on. They're going to search the rubble to. They're going to analyze the rubble for evidence of how its technologies functioned. Good luck. You guys made a real big pile of crap behind you to sort through. Oh, Sid's calling him an historian. Historian Grahatira. Oh, not adventurer. That's just terrible. He wants to be an adventurer. Bah, do whatever. Do whatever tire of. Do you ever tire of being right, old man? Graha's not happy. The maze that surrounds the base of the tower is known as the Labyrinth of the Ancients. Oh boy. The one, everybody just absolutely hates doing this stuff. Contact him once I get through. Okay. Graha would rather come with me. There's another barrier up there. Now accessible. In order for me to... apparently, I can't go any further in the main storyline until I progress this further. So I haven't even tried the next step. Nope, the entrance is down there. No. That's the entrance. So I wonder how long it's going to take. $5 minutes? Maybe? I don't know. Lots of crystals. You can... even though we're closer, that tower still looks far away. And it looks like I'm not the only one out here waiting. Oh, he's a bard too. So they're going to search through all this rubble on the ground and find how it worked. I don't think that would be kind of amazing if they did that, because it looks like just a bunch of broken stones to me. But, come here, Chucky. I'm tired of walking. And I do have other things to spend channel points on. You can name my chocobo, among other things. So Chucky is not a hard and fast thing. Oh, I'm too far away. Zoning. What other... Speak with Maximus. Okay, let's go get that one taken care of. Yeah, let's go get that one opened up. A lot of the blue quests I'm doing is just opening up different duties and stuff. There's a crap ton of them. Oh, Andapor's down there. We'll fly through the trees and get smacked in the face with all the leaves and limbs and stuff. Because they won't let me fly high enough to not get smacked all over the place. Where in the... I'm in a little thing. God damn it. I'm not on the right side of the damn wall. That's what it is. Anything I have to kill out here? Just one thing I did is grab some marked bills. Oh, he's up in the Highlands. Okay. What about the rest of them? East Shroud, I didn't run into those. Okay. That's East Shroud singing Sophie. All right. Now I don't remember seeing her. Corinthian Highlands, Southern Thanaland. I already got him. Oak Trees, North Shroud, Proud Creek. Nope, Miss South Shroud. Southern Thanaland. All right. Eventually, I'll have to do those. But there's nothing around here I need to go kill. Do. Yes, the dangers. Heyday of civilization. Yep. And the Woodwallers welcome my help. And it's complete. One down, many more to go. Okay, cool. Done. Oh, this is what I've got. Rise and Fall of the Gentleman is Hildebrand, the start of Hildebrand, which I'm looking forward to extremely with anticipation. Because I love Hildebrand. I can't help it. And yes, I know I could go back and do new game, but I just rather do it this way. Corpse Groom is the start of the quest line that reveals what happens to the group. What happened to the group that was in Tamtar Deepcrop. When you come out of the dungeon or go in, I can't remember. I think it was before I went in. They were outside. They'd lost a member of their group. The healer and the tank, they were an item, and fiance, and Anyway, the tank dies, and you find out that something's really wrong with the healer now, saying she's still getting married, even though the guy that she was going to marry is dead. So it's a very twisted quest line where you find what happened and all this stuff. And if you do any blue quest, I would suggest doing this one, just because the storyline is just so friggin' twisted. Of course, that's the main storyline, building on a stone. Yes, I grabbed the weaponsmith one. To get that portion done. That's one step of it. I don't have to go any further after I get this done. Because I'm tired of seeing the blue quest thing over their head in Vesper Bay. So, Labyrinth of the Ancients, of course, is the Crystal Tower. The ultimate ballad is doing Ultima Bane, which is, I don't know if I'm going to do or not, but it's a blue quest. I'd rather get it over with. But I have it marked not to show at the moment, because I don't want to focus on those. Okay, we're waiting for that one. I'm going to hold off on those. Let's see how far I can get with I'm building the stone. I'm going to run into a brick wall here before long. At least that's what the messages that came up when I finished the last part of the main storyline just before this, telling me that, you're going to have to go get the Crystal Tower, quest line open more before you can proceed further on the main storyline. Chucky, you gotta wait outside. I can't take you in here, okay? Don't drink anything. I don't have a bar tab. Imagine, sitting there and you're trying to have a relaxing day at the pub, and somebody's chocobo comes over and chirps in your ear. Okay, Menophilia, what do we got here? Whoop. Here they all come. We get any voiceovers? Maybe. Don't know. Nope. Well, it's certainly spacious. They've just moved up here from Waking Sands to Revenant's Toll. Oh, it's a new building for them. Hooray! Which means I have a shit ton of teleportation tickets to Horizon, or Vespa Bay, I should say. We declare our independence? Okay. If you remember right, that was why they moved to the Waking Sands, or from the Waking Sands to Revenant's Toll, is they wanted to be more independent. If they stayed in Waking Sands, they'd still be kind of aligned with Udall, because it's in the Thanalan lands. So that's why, one of the big reasons they moved here, so they could be more be in a more neutral area to all the other city-states. We shall henceforth be beholden to no nation, but serve all of yours as people proudly and openly. It was all his idea, by the way, Alpha knows, to get us up here, get them up here. But this does not mean that we will sever our ties to the Eorzean alliance. On the contrary, we shall endeavor to strengthen them. Rest assured, however, we shall not permit political considerations to influence our decisions. In other words, hey, I'll give you some money if you will do this, that, and the other for me, which is what they were facing. Yep. Here we go. Out of the cutscene. Do 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 do. Should just yank me out of this. This ought to be fun. Because nobody waits for anybody to do their cutscenes. Well, at least on something like this, I think. We shall see. And I wonder what group party I'm going to be in. There's something about watching the cutscenes for the first time for a zone. I have it on no repeat, but being able to watch it at least once on the first time you're going in there, at least on a character, gives you it's neater. Okay, it's just cooler. I'm not the only one in a cutscene, so I don't feel bad. Yeah, I have a lot of stuff turned off, so I will just see my party member stuff, I think. We're in Group C. Loki looks good in his hat. Yeah, everybody's sprinting. Okay, fine. I'll give you Peloton too, though. Not that they stack. That'd be nice if they stacked, but they don't. Just make you go just a little faster would be nice. Just, you know. It is such a big friggin' place when you think about it. Alright, what are we doing here? I don't want to stand on the poopy parts. Oh, not good. That's okay. We'll go stand over here. Yeah, now this way. Well, who's gonna grab what? I know, I get quiet sometimes when I'm fighting. I shouldn't. I shouldn't, but I do. I probably could have went single target on that, but oh God, some more of these weird little things. What are we doing with them? Where are you taking them? Just there? Alright, I'll move up a little bit. I don't want to be too far back. Make the healers cuss that I'm out of their range. Alright, here we go again. Have some Peloton, guys, as your sprints are down, maybe. Mine's back up, so they might be up too. We had some people die already? Wow. Okay. I don't remember. Is this the one with the dog in it? Oops. These things are supposed to be kept from going to the bone guy. Bone dragon, supposedly, but I never see anybody getting rid of them. Are we all up here? Alright, fine. I'll be up here too. God, I miss not having Wanderer's Minuet. Come on, come on. Give me a target, damn it. Ah, shit. Alright, I can do that one. That was easy. We're here in Group C. We'll just greed shit. There's nothing that's gonna be good for him, I don't think. Because I made him gear. What level is it? Nah, he's got better. I made him gear for level 60. When he turns level 70, I will make him a new set. About every 10 levels, I will make him new stuff. Until he can generate enough tombstones to get his own. Then he'll be on his own. Alright, I'm in C, which means I'm way over here. Yes, 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 yes. Thanks for the thing, though. Yes, well, you just... Good Lord. Oh, my God. Why did they mark this A? What the hell? What in the hell? Oh my God, half of our people's one place and half of them are another? Are they serious? Oh, and you guys don't pull anything back, so I can't do much of anything. Yeah, I can't reach that. Yeah, we're in the wrong place. Look at this. I was in the sea area, so well, oh well, I don't know. I do not know. I'll just stay here. That's kind of weird. I can't reach it. I don't think I can reach it from here. This is one huge zone. You spend most of the time running. Get your exercise in this zone. Now, I don't think we got the dog. I think we got the big spear that we stand. Yeah, I'm here. Somebody's really impatient. Ah, Casper, this is not a good time. Cat on lap, cat on lap. Between me and the keyboard. Casper, get your... You don't want to know where the cat's butt's at the moment. Will you... You're making my life difficult, cat. I don't meow at me. Oh, oh my God. C is over here. I don't know. I forgot what you do with this. Oh, there's the puggy thing. God damn it. No. Even with us being reduced, they don't do the mechanics like we used to have to. We just plow through it. Casper, I'm telling you, if you don't get off of me. I love my kitty, but damn it, he has to get like between me and my keyboard when I'm fighting. It's like, no, no, don't do that. More running. Like I said, I think we run more than we do fight, you know? I mean, it's a gorgeous place. Oops. Keep running. Well, I look around. Nope, nope, nope. Loki, will you just... Thank you. I mean, it's pretty friggin' amazing if you take a look at it. Ah. Ugh. I heard that crunch when I landed. I hope it wasn't my ankle. Yes. No, I'm not ready. Oh well. I'm guessing that is probably one of the ones I should be after. Yes, C. I know that. But somebody should put that down because let's hope everybody pays attention this time. If I remember right, the tactics on this is to keep these things apart. Uh-oh. And then we gotta get rid of these things or they blow up. Let's get some songs going. I think that's the most barding I do is I sing battle songs. I'm just, I'm attracted to bow classes. Nope, nope, nope. You're not going anywhere. Stop it. Ooh, that was close. Now we go after the bomb. And that's done. And we're running again. Get a workout in this zone, I swear. Oh, yeah. All right. Yes. I think it's funny we get that one as a mount eventually. Forgot how. Maybe it's through here. Finishing this quest line. I never rode him much. Because I know Elquin has him. But I don't remember for the life of me how I got him. What are we doing? Okay. Somebody didn't kill his thing. I'll just take a nap. I have a nice nap here. I wonder if I should just go back to the starting point because we have no healers. That was it. I'm still dead. Well, what does that mean? It means something. Well, no, because I'm dead, man. Oh, yeah. I didn't think that was the end. I don't remember having a, cutscene like this. And I'm dead. Since I didn't get a res. Is that where everybody's at? Well, they're starting anyway. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, some people died and stuff. Focus target him just in case. Remind me, I need to move this focus target over here. I do not remember his tactic. I guess I'll just kind of play it by ear because I don't remember exactly. All right. Some of it's starting to come back. forgot what he's going to do, but everybody's coming back to here. Oh, yeah. And then we kill the thing that shows up here. Which is that. No, come back here. Why are you going someplace else? Jeez. Get the iron claw down. Alright, and we go back to him. He's going down fast. These things, they go down a lot faster than I remember doing it the first time through. Alright, back to our spot again, huh? Yep, one more time of killing stuff here and then we'll finish him off. And the iron claw. There are, oh, 2 iron claws. Alright. He's almost dead. He's dead. And that's the end of the labyrinth. So labyrinth, ancient, somebody's got a cowboy hat behind me. The labyrinth of the ancients. I'm thinking of the next one after this. You know, all right, summoner, you can have it. Usually the last one. What do we got here? I'm just gonna greet on a lot of this stuff. I'm gonna pass on those. Yes, you called my name. Graha says, Graha Tear says, very impressive, I must say. Your name shall be written large in the volumes that are sure to be penned on this historical expedition. Well, you'd be the one writing them, so, you know, it's up to you how large my name goes in, I guess. The scale of the structure defies comprehension. Someone plainly thought bigger was better. Yeah, it's just terrible. It takes forever to get through this place. It's huge. Huge. Oh, well, here we go. According to the findings of my Baldessian colleagues, one of them was Kryl, of course, the crystal tower was constructed to collect and store the endless energies of the sun. An ambitious undertaking. Now that what of the tower's inner defenses, judging by your haggard expression, clearing out the labyrinth was no small feat. Well, took like a whole bunch of people. Whole bunch of people. A giant of a man wielding a shimmering scimitar, you say. Yes, that will have been, what's his face? He was a hero of the Allegan Revolution. Okay. And you glean that from what exactly? His choice of weapon? Well, I am a historian, and I have a certain, shall we say, affinity for the lore of the Allegan Empire. Do you want a spoiler before we get there? Just a little one. Has to do with his bloodlines. Anyway, we'll find that out. It is, of course, if all knowledge gleamed from the musty scrolls and tombs. The ancient texts claim that the Crystal Tower is defended by the champions of Eld, resurrected and augmented through the Allagan's extraordinary technologies. Chief, you need to see this. Well, they found something. Wonder what they found. They're pointing at it. What are you guys pointing at? Let's see. Come on. What the hell? There it is, the foot of the tower. Okay, we need to cross this thing of lava in front of us, though. If you hadn't beaten a path through the maze, I very much doubt we'd be standing here now. Okay, we're going back, huh? So we can decide what their next step's going to be. So we go back. Since there's nothing but a big thing of lava in front of us. All right, let's go. I can't fly in here? God damn it. Whee! Ack, ack, ack. Door. Door? Yes, door. Yes, let me out. Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out. Chucky, come here. Let's go. Just bypass all these guys. Hi. Excuse me, pardon me. Coming through. Do 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 do. Here's Graha again. Yeah. Our meeting would be dull indeed without a full account of your experiences in the labyrinth. So he wants me to tell him all that happened. To assemble the Noah. Okay. All right. Yep, I'm ready. Let's go to the meeting. I'm just gonna take some. Just give me the gill. I'm good with that. Let's see. What are we doing here? Oh, in the course of this, our first foray into the grounds of the Crystal Tower, we succeeded in neutralizing the structure's outer defenses before proceeding to secure the mazes surrounding the base of the spire. Okay, we know that. According to Loki's account, the labyrinth's defenses were most emphatically active. Disturbingly, his reports also mention a violent encounter with the sentry, heavily augmented by Allagan technologies. Yeah, we had a big sword, you know. In short, our misgivings were well founded. The Crystal Tower was not simply thrust above ground by the chaotic shifting of Earth. It has somehow been reawoken. It is as seemingly likely the tower's secret should prove too dangerous to share with the world. We'll have no choice but to contain them. Short of leveling the place, this will almost certainly involve returning its mechanisms to a state of dormancy. To do that, however, we will first need to address the question of how they work. The question to which must surely be waiting for us inside the tower itself. In conclusions, that is where we must go. I thought that was obvious. A task rather easier said than done. If the perils of the labyrinth are any indication, in other words, yes, there's probably more things to beat up. He does look good in his little red shirt thing. Armor. Okay, then I move that all further explorations of the tower be delayed until such time as an exhaustive analysis of the structure's defenses has been completed. Master Golemon, may I enlist this task of you? Yes, of course. His Cid will do it. He'll be his... See, I told you, it's quite agreeable. Oh, and then, Wedge and Briggs want to be encountered, too. We wouldn't be doing our jobs if we didn't see this through to the end. Well, lads, I hope you are ready for some back-breaking chores. Oh, he's leaving? Well, everything seems to be in hand here, so I shall take my leave of you. For the present, if I'm to witness this valiant tale unfold with my own eyes, I must need hone my martial skills ere we ascend the spire. In other words, he wants to get up there fighting. You'll do nothing of the sort, Graha. Your knowledge may prove useful to Master Golemon investigation. Poor Graha, he just wants to get in there and gets his hands dirty, and they won't let him. No wonder he took the tower and left. As an observer, I am not, strictly speaking, a subject to your authority. You tell him, Graha. There. Oh, pray do not mistake my intent, Loki. I am well aware that I shall never be a match for one with your innate talents. However, hard as he trains, okay. Be that as it may, pray do not allow your skills to rust from disuse during the coming pause. We're pausing? We will need you fighting fit for our subsequent forays. A proof as productive as this one. Mark me. We have not yet caught more than the briefest glimpse of which time has obscured. Soon, however, we shall cast off the veil and gaze upon the glory of the Allegan Empire. He's going to bring this assembly to a close. Meeting adjourned. Okay. It's silly. We're all just going to be standing here when we get done. Oh, that's a pretty sight. Uh-oh. That's Nero. What are you doing here, Nero? Where's your big hammer, dude? Such a terrible mess, yet it does leave the door wide open, so to speak. Nero, how in the hell did you get here, you jerk? We know it's Nero. Outlash man. No, it's Nero. It's Nero. One cannot help but be impressed. I'm beginning to understand the reliance you place on adventurers, old friend. See, it's Nero. Guys, he's up to no good. So this is the legendary Allegan Empire left behind. Well, part of it, yes. Oh, God. No, Nero, you're not going to. If my readings are correct, the energy source awaiting atop the tower is a match for even the Ultima weapon. Nay, more than a match. A new toy for me to play with. Nero, no. Don't get your hands on it. See, told you it was Nero. Jerk boy. I believe the fates have conspired to deny me my just rewards once again, but it would seem that they have a greater destiny in mind for me. And so long as my ambition burns, I shall strive to seize it. The dream lives on, Sid. Do not disappoint me. It's hard to believe he's not always such a jerky boy, but right now he's a jerk boy. Total jerk boy. I don't see him getting very far. All right. It's been a day, isn't it? Loki got part of the crystal tower open. We got a little bit further on the MSQ. I have to go back to the Rising Stones. Yeah. In Modona to continue that. I'm not sure how much further I can go. But I think it's time for me to head on out. Yeah, it's been a good time. I will be at Shadow Song tonight, starting at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time or midnight Eastern Standard Time, going until the crack of dawn almost. And that is over on Kraken, Dynamist Kraken, in the Mist, Ward 2, Plot 45. I got that right? I think so. So come on out, have some fun, listen to some DJs, play some death roll, hang out, all that good stuff. Thank you guys all for coming by and watching, and I will see everybody again on Sunday. Maybe we'll pick it up with Loki. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Not sure what we'll do yet. We'll do something. We always do something. Until then, take care, and thanks for coming by and watching. Bye!
Dear left brain. Your ideas from nowhere, all from another world. Your logic's impaired, your full picture is cropped. 'Cause we both know one day they're just gonna try again. Without doubt, might say if all's gonna mend. We both know that one day the sun's gonna rise again. So don't pout for our sake, 'cause this ain't the end. We both know that one day the sun's gonna rise again. So don't pout for our sake, 'cause this ain't the end. We both know that one day they're just gonna try again. Without doubt, might say if all's gonna mend. We both know that one day gonna stop. 'Cause we both know that one day he's not gonna cry again. Without doubt, might say if all's gonna mend. We both know that one day the sun's gonna rise again. So don't pout for our sake, 'cause this ain't the end. We both know that one day the sun's gonna rise again. So don't pout for our sake, 'cause this ain't the end. The sun's gonna rise again. We both know that one day they're just gonna try again. Without doubt, it's our say if all's gonna mend. We both know that one day the sun's gonna rise again. So don't pout for our sake.